Well, it's time for your questions and some honest answers. And Gordon, this first one comes from Jan. She says, my daughter is dating a man who has a record of drunken, indecent exposure and firing a gun while intoxicated in a neighborhood. He looks for weak women to prey on. She is desperate for a man to love her, and she will settle for anyone. I think she's desperate because her dad walked out when she was in the 2nd grade. This man has a history of abusing my grandson physically. She did break up with him, but has recently gotten back with him, and since then, I've started to notice bruises on my grandson again. I want this man out of my daughter's life for good. What can I do to protect my grandson?
Jan, you've raised an issue of protecting your grandchild, and that, for me, takes precedence over everything. If he has a history of abusing that child, if that's documented, and you're noticing bruises again, whether it's called social services or child protective services, there should be some agency that's available to you locally through either your state or city government or county government, where you can call them and detail the history, have the records of that history, and then your eyewitness account that you're seeing bruises on your grandchild. They will then start an investigation. This is a serious matter, and I think you need to put that child's safety to be the paramount thing. I don't believe any child should live in an abusive environment. So act now.
What if the history is not documented? Where does she begin?
Then she needs to start documenting. Yeah. There's nothing like taking cell phone pictures. Start the documentation. If your grandchild is at risk, you need to protect them.
Okay, this is Chuck, who says, sometimes after I've spent time in serious prayer, I feel a sense of heaviness or dread, for lack of a better word. Why does this happen? What's causing this feeling?
Chuck, this is described in the Bible, and just look to do a word search on the burden of the Lord. The burden comes, and it's a sense of heaviness. Abraham had a dream, and in that dream, he dreamed of the slavery. At least that's my interpretation of it. He dreamed of the 400 years of slavery, and he woke up with dread. God announces things, and sometimes when he announces things, they're not always good. He's warning of the problems to come ahead. So that burden of the Lord, that heaviness, start looking into why, and then what is he asking you to do? Because these revelations always come with a task. What are you supposed to do with the revelation? And look for that.
Okay, this is Sandra, who says, the other night I had 2 lucid dreams. Not only was I aware that I was dreaming, I could orchestrate events in the dream and direct people to do what I wanted. It was a very strange experience for me. Although there was nothing dark about what happened in the dreams, they made me wonder, is lucid dreaming demonic?
Why would you think, Sandra, why would you think it's demonic? It's you. I like to remind people that you're the one dreaming. Now, dreams can come from a variety of places. They can definitely come from God. There are plenty of instances in the Bible where dreams came from God. You can also have dreams that are just nightmares, and you need to rebuke them, and you need to understand, I'm the one having the dream. So if I'm the one having the dream, then I get to control it. I don't have to let these thoughts and these things carry me away to some dark place. And so lucid dreaming is the description of it. Is it demonic? No, it's you. And realize it's okay. You get to direct yourself to pleasant places when you dream. And I encourage people, do it. If the sign of a lucid dream is you're aware you're dreaming. Okay, now that you're aware you're dreaming, you say, okay, well, let's go for a nice drive, or let's go hang out in the garden.
Get that monster out of here.
And well, what would it be like to be in heaven? Yeah. Those are all wonderful dreams, so dream that way.